Next, from the state capitol, a group of Southern Illinois lawmakers gathered to express their support for the coal industry in Illinois and the job it provides. And they point out that coal remains the primary source of producing electricity for the state's economy. This runs about 12 minutes.
We have, as you can see, a bipartisan, bicameral group here to support Illinois coal. And we're here today because we think that Illinois coal should be, and we insist that Illinois coal be a part of the energy discussion taking place. We know the desperate situation of the Dynergy fossil fuel plants currently within the state of Illinois, and we know the dire situation with the Exelon ComEd in northern Illinois, and we believe, as we have believed all along, that Illinois coal is a part of the overall energy discussion in the state of Illinois and part of the solution for energy in the state of Illinois. Majority of our electricity, these lights, the electronic devices that you use are operating because somewhere in the United States, a coal miner, a good paying job, goes down into the ground or goes to the top of the ground and delivers that coal to produce power. A majority of our power is still produced by coal, and we think that Illinois coal is the best, and we want to continue to mine and mine more than what we have in the last several years. Personally, I'll be filing a bill later today, specifically with some ideas to incentivize and create more scrubbers and to charge the ICC with figuring out a way to work to make sure that these scrubbers are put into place. But the main thing we're doing here today is to say that Southern Illinois and downstate Illinois is united in support of Illinois coal. We have Phil Garnett from the Illinois Coal Association, and we have members of both parties here today. I'm going to recognize Jerry Costello because he chairs the Agriculture Committee, and he needs to get out of here. And then we'll jump in with the Senate with Senator Menard, Senator McCann, and then any other representatives would like to speak. Thank you all for being here today. Representative Costello.
Thank you, John. As Representative Bradley said, the main thing that we want to make sure is that coal, Illinois coal, has a seat at the table while these discussions are ongoing. As we hopefully wrap up session here at the end of May, things tend to move fast and furious. We absolutely, positively, in a bipartisan fashion, want to make sure that Illinois coal is a part and remains a part of the energy discussions in the state of Illinois. Thank you.
John, I want to thank you and your birthday, huh? Is that how come you got all that white hair on your head? No, I just want to thank, coal is in my blood. My dad retired to coal mines. My brother's working in coal mines. All of my friends I've grown up with came to coal mines. When you get out of high school at my age, everybody went to the coal mines. A lot of our school teachers down home, they quit teaching school and went to the coal mines because it paid more, had better benefits. And today we've lost a lot of them. Coal is the #1 issue that we have down home, I think, is when it comes to money. It's good jobs. As John says, 50% of our power comes from coal. Coal's not going to go away. We got plenty of coal, and you heard about our coal. Our coal is probably better than any coal in the state of Illinois. I think the BTU is 3-to-1. Our coal takes 3 tons of a Western coal or 1 ton of ours. And as much money we spend on coal from Western states or whatever, we could put scrubbers here in the state of Illinois and burn Illinois coal and put people back to work. And that's what this is all about today. We just put people back to work. We got a budget problem, and that's one thing that would help us fund. Thank you.
I burned the microphone up earlier, so I'm going to be brief. Representative Bradley, thank you for leadership on the bill. This is a bipartisan, bicameral issue. In the district that Representative Bourne and I represent, I get the question all the time. We have a power plant down the road, but we can't burn coal that comes from the mine the other direction. That's a stone's throw away. And that's something that's plagued our state for years. This legislation is going to help solve that problem. That will raise employment. It will help out communities that have been struggling for years, where in many cases there's just an absence of an economy. And this is a major step in the right direction. I want to again commend my colleague in the House, Representative Bradley, for his work, and we work forward to working with this legislation in the Senate.
I want to thank Representative Bradley for bringing this forward. Our goal here is Illinois is currently a net exporter of energy, and we want to make sure that everybody understands that coal is a major part of that energy production. We want to make sure that Illinois remains a net exporter, which means we create more than we need. We create all that we need. So we want to make sure that coal is a major portion of that, and Illinois coal needs to be part of that conversation. Thank you, Representative Bradley.
So thank you all for being here today, and I too want to join Representative Bradley in thanking him for bringing this legislation. I come from a family who, my husband's father raised 7 children on a coal miner's salary. So for 30-plus years, our families have benefited from good-paying jobs in our area. But, beyond that, Illinois coal is a very effective way to produce energy, and we are limiting ourselves on that ability to have an important energy source. So going forward, I hope that we make coal an important part of the conversation, and that we remember the history that coal has played, not only in southern Illinois, but throughout the Midwest and in Illinois in particular.
Mr. Bradley, what does the bill actually do?
Yeah.
What's it do?
So I'll be filing later today Senate Bill 1526, and the main thing it does is get us in the discussion. The second thing it does is it creates an incentive program within the ICC to put scrubbers on the existing coal-fired facilities that we have, many of which are in jeopardy of closing. It also is going to have a net effect of making us competitive, so we're going to let the markets correct what happened with the clean coal bill or the clean air bill many years ago. And so we believe, and the statistics and the evidence show, that, when you scrub coal, Illinois is the best. It burns the hottest, it's cleanest, and we have an opportunity here with these other additions to get Illinois coal inserted into that. And the main thing to take away from this is that Southern Illinois downstate is united in support of Illinois coal. We're going to work through the details, we're going to work through the specifics, but don't think that you can talk about a comprehensive energy program in the state of Illinois or a comprehensive energy package if you don't include Illinois coal in that.
John?
And we're for, or at least I am, I shouldn't speak for anybody else, but I'm for a comprehensive energy plan. I'm not against keeping our nukes open. I'm not against keeping the energy plants open. Let's be part of that discussion in terms of how we can have a comprehensive energy plan with good paying jobs in the state of Illinois that includes Illinois coal.
What sort of ideas do you have for paying for these scrubbers? Basically, that'd be charges on people's utility bills?
No, the ICC has the ability currently to make decisions with regards to that and give it to the ICC and then put this into the discussion and go from there. There have been plenty of other proposals out there currently. Let those play themselves out, and we need to be at the table as part of those discussions.
Do you have any ideas, like what possibly?
I'm going to file a piece of legislation later today that give the ICC discretion to look into that as it's negotiating these other issues. But we're not here today advocating for a rate increase or for a crazy increase in what's already out there.
Your press release mentions a goal of 40% of retail customer load by 2020.
Yeah, that's not unattainable.
Is that
No,
a solid
that's a,
requirement, or is it just a goal, and how does that compare to what is used now?
it's a goal, and it could be a solid requirement, and we have the opportunity to move in that direction.
Do you know where it is now, about?
I think it's in the 30s, but I'm not particularly sure. I'll have to get back to you with that specific information. I apologize.
Phil, could you explain what base load energy is and why things like wind and solar cannot provide? A lot of people, as you well know, will argue, why don't we just move to wind and solar as a substitute instead of using dirty coal?
Right. I'm Phil Gunnett, President of the Illinois Coal Association. Yeah, base load power is something that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, up to 365 days a year. You turn on the power plant and you don't turn it off unless there's an outage forced or planned. Renewables, I mean, we're for, I think I can't speak for everyone up here, but we're for an all-of-the-above energy strategy. You know, we can use nuclear power, we can use renewables, but renewables are intermittent sources of power. That means they're not available as baseload power units. So if you're going to displace coal, you need to come in with another baseload source. We want to increase the amount of energy coming off of reliable coal power, and that's baseload power.
You know, this time next year, we're gonna have a new president, and I'll bet someone up there is gonna say, thank goodness, boy, that guy we got in there now, he hates coal. So I imagine anything will be an improvement, and how is your coal coalition gonna be? President Trump or President Clinton?
Illinois is doing everything we can to keep our coal mines open despite what's going on elsewhere. So thank you all for being here today. Appreciate it very much, and stay tuned.